Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Scoop Trading. Um, so we are going to be looking at something very much so different today. Something that's very much so um, new, but very important in terms of just analyzing your charts and understanding the overall bias on how markets actually kind of just move. It's a kind of just like a little bit of an indicator just to actually show you as a trader on where you will uh, be seeing or anticipating where price could actually end up being as is. So right now we're actually looking at the dollar index. So just to give you guys a brief rundown, so the index is basically a really strong indicator just in terms of like showing traders what to expect in terms of dollar strength. So it's a highly um, important index based on just mapping out and seeing where indices or any commodities that you are possibly could be trading, like gold, could be going. So in essence, just to like give you a bit of an example, if the dollar index is weak, meaning that the dollar as a currency as is weak, then you will see a lot much more strength within indices and stocks moving up. So while it's the opposite, if we see dollar index strength moving up to the upside, then we know very well that indices are actually dropping and stocks are dropping as well too. So with gold, if the dollar index is strengthening, then gold is shooting up. If the dollar is weakening, then the gold is also dropping as well too in terms of price. So today we're just going to be just looking at the dollar index, US30 and NASDAQ. So some of the crucial zones that I'm actually looking for within the charts currently right now are these areas. So I'm just going to point them out and show you as we move along onto the charts. So as you can see, price came hit really a significant low, which was around this was like 2009. And then we saw a little bit of a bounce back, pushing straight to the upside. I'm just going to zoom in a bit where we saw price actually shoot up and continuously give us um, higher highs and higher lows. So what I will potentially be expecting for the dollar index is quite a bit of bullish momentum creeping into the markets. We will be seeing some kind of strength within the markets actually pick up within the dollar index. I know very well, as is, we have not finished the overall push to the upside. So we are seeing that there was a bit of down momentum actually pushing down, and then we saw a break of structure and retest along this area, which is a very crucial area, which a continuation to the upside is actually uh, starting to play out. So what I'm actually anticipating now is I'm just going to actually so what I am anticipating right now, so we have a bit as I did say, we are in an uptrend, so we are going to be mapping out zones as these. So these are kind of more of this is the kind of structure that I'm actually looking forward to as is. So now that you can actually see that there's a channel that's actually forming, we could potentially be coming through to the upside, which is around this level right here, and breaking this resistance that's up top here. Because as you can see in the past, this area right here had been tested kind of like 3 times. So it's 1, dropped, 2, dropped, 3, then a massive drop, pushing straight to the downside. So there's quite a lot of stop and traps around the zone actually as is. So, and then price continue to actually just push down. So what I am going to be expecting is a lot of like dollar weakness moving into um, the next couple of weeks. So in short, just be expecting some kind of weakness within indices and a really high significant um, spike in price in terms of gold. So gold could really shoot up. So I'm just going to actually come into here and jump onto US100. So US100 currently is right now, as we're looking at, we've been on a bullish run to the upside right now. We had actually reached quite significant highs, as is all-time highs. Just slowly just skimming away from the 23,000 mark. So, but I am also anticipating, as I said, that now that this trend line was actually mapped out, I mapped out this trend line quite a while back. We could see a bit of a significant drop as is. So, if it does play out evenly, so I think NASDAQ sometimes it really does not. Sometimes it just really doesn't respect the not structure, but trend lines. So if we see kind of a bit of a break within this trend line, dropping straight down to this level as is, we could maybe see a bit of a retest, come back and retesting this trend line, and then a straight drop to 21,000 along this area. So this is just kind of like to see an information pattern formulate as is. So that's what I'm just, excuse me, that's what I'm kind of just anticipating for NASDAQ. If we kind of do respect this trend line as is, but there will be significant confirmations as is to actually give in proper signal in that sense, to give out kind of that show that we are actually reversing straight down to 21,000 as is. But if not, I do maybe see I'm just gonna actually just rewind a little bit. So yeah, it's gonna pull back here, yeah, up top here. So if maybe we do not respect this trend line, then we'll probably see a touch around this 22,000 level and an extreme push breaking the 23,000 mark. If we do necessarily break that 23,000 mark, then you know very well that we are going to be reaching all-time highs. But given based on how I'm actually seeing the markets overall as is, I do think that we are going to be pushing lower to 21,000, but we'll just have to see on how things actually play out. Fundamentally, so Trump is going back into actually reassessing and seeing some of the countries that are within BRICS, and he is going to be working on the tariffs again to try and restructure the ratings. So we could see quite of a rocky and volatile market again, as is. So see how things actually play out. If fundamentals actually come out weak in terms of tariffs, then things could really, really change. If we do zoom in as is. That's how kind of just NASDAQ has been looking like. I haven't been trading NASDAQ as much because it hasn't been moving the way that I usually like it to move. So it's been a little bit out of place, but we'll see how things actually play out and go. So yeah, with with um with US30. So US30 has been really moving well. For me, I think it's one of those indices that's been moving really well within the past 6 months, ever since the year really started. So we'll just have to also kind of just like see on how this actually plays out. I am also just seeing structure play its part in the sense of actually seeing the bullish momentum creep in. So from here, price came shot up, so pullback, and then from here, so it's a little slight pullback. Yeah, okay, to actually. um, Yeah, yeah, yeah. So now as we're seeing it as with US30, we are kind of just seeing a little bit of a change in structure actually, because when I do take out my trend line, I want to actually see what's really happening here. Zoom into 15-minute. Let's see. No, this trend line is not moving accordingly. Okay, but as you guys can see, obviously there has been an uptrend actually formulating as is, with price continuously pushing to the upside. So what we could now be seeing is a bit of a retest, because I am seeing two crucial zones which are very, very, very vital to take into consideration. So it's this area right here and this area right here. But what I am expecting as is, because we are kind of just like retesting around this level, is that if we maybe come back and then reach to the top of this neck and then see kind of just a little bit of reverse information. So seeing this, I'm just going to bring out one of the patterns. So from here, it's the left shoulder. This is kind of pretty much the head. Yeah, right, and push down. We are actually kind of seeing a bit of like an information actually form as is, which you could say. So is that here, and then straight drop, but an expectation in retest around this area like 44,600 35 and a straight push to continuation to the downside will really confirm it. Or if that does not necessarily take place as is, we could potentially maybe see a push to the upside and then retest along this level here with continuation push to maybe 43,800 as is, or back to 43,290, which is around this level right here. So we'll just have to kind of just see how things actually play out. Today is obviously Tuesday. So these are really crucial zones just to really take into consideration and make sure that like you are keeping in track in a way of within the markets. But I am seeing bearish momentum actually really creeping in within the next probably weeks or so, given based on the dollar index analysis. So that's just quick information just for me to actually just give out to you guys and just make sure that you guys can just be aware of this the overall direction. Our Instagram page is very much so active as well too, and just giving informative and fundamental news, and also there's just a little bit of technical analysis as well too. Please do follow the page, as well to subscribe to our YouTube page, and like and comment if you have any other feedback as is which you would like to give out. And thank you for watching. I will definitely see you guys on the next video. Cheers.